As I was sitting here working on my last video, I just went on social media and I came across this announcement by Pentax that they're going to be making new film cameras. And this is actually crazy. This is great in so many ways. And I just quickly jotted down some of my thoughts on the issue, some of my feelings on the whole thing. And I wanted to share them with you and maybe even start up a conversation with you about why I think this is great, why this is happening, and what I want to see from Pentax moving forward. So let's start off with a link to the video. If you haven't seen the video, take a look at this. I'm going to put a link down to the video down in the description, but I'm also going to be playing some of the portions that I find really interesting from this video as we go through, and so you can understand the magnitude of this situation. But first of all, I want to talk to you about why I think this is happening. I think this is happening due to the increased popularity of film. Film has gotten really popular over the last couple of years, over the last couple of months, and you can't deny that more people are shooting film. Film manufacturers have introduced new film stocks. Now, they're not necessarily new. Kodak brought back Kodak Gold. Ilford just released the Kentmere 100 and 400 for 120. So those aren't necessarily new film stocks, but they are a different type of film that you can buy from these manufacturers. Leica also recently announced the M6. They announced they're going to be making the M6 again, and you can't say that's not a new camera. It's not a new camera technically, but they are going to start making it brand new, which definitely affects the market. Another thing is that film prices are going up. Film prices have been going up crazy the past couple of years, the past couple of months even, and they're going to be increasing again in March. So that's another thing that's affecting the market. Another thing is that there's lack of technicians and knowledge on how to manufacture these cameras. This is something that they touched upon in this video. They're losing people that know how to manufacture the cameras, they know how to fix the cameras, and this is something that has affected people buying certain types of cameras. With all that in mind, that's why I think this is happening, but what does it mean for the film photography world, the film photography universe moving forward? The first thing I think is that I think this is not a fad, right? People always thought, maybe me personally, I thought this was a fad, that people are just going to start shooting it and then they're going to stop. But it seems like this fad has been going on for some time now and it's going to keep going because people are continuing to shoot it. Another thing, and this may be wishful thinking on my part, and I think that this is going to force more film manufacturers to get in the game. I'm looking at you, Canon, I'm looking at you, Nikon, and maybe even Sony. Sony never really made film cameras, so maybe we'll see some innovation on that part. Another thing is that this will get more people into film, right? More cameras that are available, manufacturers are making new cameras, more people are going to get into the film cameras. This may also lead to a reduction in the prices of cameras, right? If manufacturers are making cameras, they're making cameras at a certain price, the price is going to stay the same. It's not going to go up and down based on what celebrity is shooting with a certain type of camera. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Another thing that I'd love to see is introduction of new technologies into film cameras. Now, film cameras haven't been made for a very long time because most people decided to go into digital, and there hasn't really been much innovation in the film camera space for some time now. So maybe with this introduction of Pentax deciding they're going to be making new cameras, there's going to be some innovation into the film camera world. I don't know necessarily what that could look like, but this is something that's exciting. Another thing is like they could produce a different type of camera that we've never seen before. Literally, the sky's the limit when it comes to this particular announcement, when it comes to this particular research, when it comes to what Pentax can do. And that, with all that being said, what do I want to see? What do I want to see from Pentax? The first thing I want to see is not anything that's spectacular, not anything that's over the top. I just want to be able to buy a new camera from a manufacturer that I can open the box and take a look at, open it, and get it brand new from the manufacturer. Getting a brand new camera is something that I haven't been able to do ever since I got into film photography because every single camera that I have ever bought is secondhand. You don't get brand new cameras in the film photography realm. You don't get brand new cameras when you're shooting film because everything is old cameras. You're buying old vintage cameras. You're not necessarily opening them brand new in box, and it's something small, but it's something that I want to be able to do. I would like to see a worldwide expansion on the places people can go to get their cameras fixed. Nowadays, if you want to get your cameras fixed, especially where I'm at, you probably have to send it off to somebody somewhere, some specialist that may or may not be able to fix the issues that you have with your camera. But if I'm buying a Pentax from Pentax, I want to be able to know that I can go to the Pentax store, I can go to a Pentax approved person that I can know that will fix my camera. It's not going to cost me an arm and a leg. It's not going to take 6 months to get my camera fixed, and it's not going to be a waste. I might as well go buy a new camera, because sometimes, depending on the camera you have, it may cost more to fix it than rather than just getting a new one, right? I want to be able to take my camera somewhere, get it fixed for like $50, rather than spending $200, maybe $300 to get it shipped and then get it fixed and then send it back to me. I want to be able to fix my camera when I want. So another thing is that I'd love for them to train technicians all around the world. I want to know how to fix cameras. I want to know how to fix my camera. Even if I don't do anything with it, I want Pentax to be able to teach people how to fix cameras. It could be just small issues. It could be major issues depending on what you want to learn. But I want them to be able to teach people how to fix cameras. And something else that I actually really love to see, because I love my Pentaxes. I love my Pentax K1000. I love my Pentax 6x7. Pentaxes are my favorite cameras. I'd love for them to introduce new cameras in their lineups. I'd love to see a Pentax 673. Right? Why not a Pentax 673? I don't necessarily know what's going to go into that or what could be added to that right now, but I'd love to see something new. I'd love to see new cameras. And I know they're starting small. They're starting small with SLRs, maybe even a point and shoot. They're starting really small, and then they'll gradually go up there. Maybe this could take 3 years, 5 years, maybe a year. I don't know. But I'd love to see something new, more innovation in the space. And I want to say, finally, thank you, Pentax, for doing this. Thank you for taking this leap forward. Thank you for taking this step. And you've truly made me happy today. You've given me so much joy to be a film shooter in this world. And you've given a lot of validation to a lot of folks that have been saying film is back. And yeah, those are my quick thoughts on the whole thing. Let me know what you think about this whole thing. Let's have a discussion down in the comments below. And I'm also going to be writing a blog post giving more detail into my thoughts on this. So make sure you check out my blog website, FilmStockReel.com. And yeah, I'll see you next time I feel like making a video. So peace. Bye.